What's up, guys? I am back. I had a long hiatus. I've been busy, holidays and whatnot, traveling, but we are back. We are back at it. I got a bunch of reviews lined up for you guys. I've watched a ton of movies since I've been away. And in a future video, I will be doing my first ever trailer reaction video. So I'm not sure how it's going to turn out because I haven't done one. So we'll see how the editing turns out. But the first one we're leading off with, diving back into the reviews, is one of the biggest movies of the year. I believe this film is going to clean up at the Academy Awards. And I just really, really enjoyed this movie. Didn't think I was going to. So here we go. So starting off, we have 2024's Wicked Part 1. My girlfriend is a big Broadway fan. Didn't know this was a two-parter because I've never seen the play, so I didn't know what to expect. Went in blind from the trailers. But man, oh man, was I impressed. I am not a big Broadway musical guy at all. It's not my thing. I know some people are really into it. But honestly, I was super, super impressed with this film. So it's a longer one, about 2 hours, 40 minutes, musical fantasy. It's got a whole cast of characters. I mean, I only named like the top three people that are billed. So, I mean, you got Ariana Grande as Glenda. You have Cynthia Erivo. I hope I pronounced her last name right. Playing Alphaba. And honestly, I think she was the best part of the film. That girl, that lady, that lady can absolutely belt. Holy cow, her singing voice was so powerful. So just incredible, incredible singer. Ariana Grande, yes, we know she's a great singer, but I've never heard of this lady before I saw this film, and I was absolutely blown away by her singing performance. Just blown away. Of course, you have Jonathan Bailey playing Prince Fiyero. So again, this film blew me away. The At this point, we all know the set design, and it's this. I mean, again, we'll dive in that. The set designs in this film were insane. The cinematography was insane. The soundtrack, as of course we know, is insane. It's a huge Broadway show. It's one of the biggest Broadway shows that's been running for, I think, 10, 15 years, maybe longer. I'm not sure. I didn't look up the history of the play, but they turned into a full-blown feature film. And holy cow, this movie did not disappoint. I am excited for part two, and we had flying monkeys in this film, which I was super pumped about. Don't know why. Just thought that was really freaking cool. And that explains, of course, the flying monkeys in The Wizard of Oz. Because as we know, this is the prequel to Wizard of Oz, about how Glinda meets the Wicked Witch of the East. So we get all that story and background, which I loved. And of course, they added a love story into it, which I really didn't care about at all. It was just the two main characters. Ariana Grande was great with all her mannerisms, throwing herself on the bed, doing all like the like the snotty little teenager type attitude, like a teenager slash like young 20-year-old would have, and just like the grown up attitude that Alphaba had because of her hard life and not the spoiled life that Glenda had. And I love their like back and forth and their cattiness and the dance move thing that they had, the dancing. I thought that was really cool. The songs were really good. And of course, you got Jeff Goldblum in this as the Wizard of Oz, which I was really pumped up because Jeff Goldblum is, as we know, the man. You have Peter Dinklage as one of the professors, one of the goats. The whole time I was watching this film, his character's on the screen. I was so irritated. I was like, you know, I can't put a name to a name to that voice. I know that voice, and the whole time I was watching that film, I was like, I just want to get on my phone and I want to look and see who this is because I know that voice. I've seen this actor in a bunch of movies, and I can't picture it. And then when I left the film and found it was Peter Dinklage, I was so mad at myself because I loved Game of Thrones. I loved him in Elf, and you know he's been a bunch of other things as well. And I was so mad at myself I didn't recognize his voice instantly because like I'm a big movie guy and I pride myself on knowing people as like voice actors and people who've done other films with other actors, stuff like that. It's really stupid, nerdy, and lame. But anyways, again, these set designs, whoever did the set designs and the costumes were incredible, especially the Emerald City song where they're singing around and dancing. All that stuff was really freaking cool. And of course, you have the surprise cameo of the two original people on Broadway to play the Wicked characters, Kristen Chenoweth and Adita Menzel. I probably butchered her name. The girl that sings Frozen. But the fact you had both of them in this film singing in the Emerald City, I thought that was so cool that they did that. I did know those two were the original ones. The girlfriend pounded that into my brain before we went to see it, that those are two original singers. I was like, okay, I got it. So, again, not a huge Broadway guy. You guys, if you haven't seen this, I don't know why you're watching this review to start with, but honestly, I'm very excited to see part two, which I'm assuming will be out in probably late 2020, 25, or probably around this time in 2026. It was, I mean, it was really good. I'm excited to see what happens because obviously I haven't seen the play. So those of you who have seen the play knows what happens. So again, I am excited to go see the second one because again, the songs were awesome, and the girlfriend told me that there was even better songs in the second one. And of course, I knew like the popular song, "I'm Popular." I knew that one because she played it on the way to the theater, of course, to get herself psyched up. And then, of course, "Defying Gravity" song, which the big, the at the end. That song was just like Siente Evero. Song was so good. It was stuck in my head for like 3 or 4 days. Again, guys, as you can tell, I was super blown away by this film. Super blown away. I was not expecting this from a musical / Broadway show, but man, oh man, did this film deliver with the songs, the cinematography, the set designs, the costumes, just the music. And I mean, everything. It hit on everything that you want from this kind of big Broadway production that's being turned into a film. So, again, like I said, I'm very excited to see where it goes, and I'm happy to be back with you guys. And stay tuned because I have another review coming at you tomorrow. Later.